I love it. It's about the man and the bike. I've never looked at it as far as like maybe street acrobatics, but it definitely does take some skill. Everything you do in life, you have to perfect if you want to get good at it. That rush, that sensation that you just don't get anywhere else. I get this rage, this feeling of adrenaline when I'm about to pull the wheelie, and then when I'm in the wheelie, you know, I'm just have this crazy rush. It's unlike anything else, unlike just riding normal, and that's why I continue to do it. So they call me the Wheelie King. My nickname is Elvis, and I was managing the Deer Lodge up in Ojai, California, for quite some time. And I just put on this wheelie show, and everyone just started calling me Elvis all of a sudden. And, you know, it's just one of the things that I like to do on my bike. It's an expression, it's just who I am, and that's what I'm known for. And so when I ride, I just ride crazy. And I do wheelies at Neptune's Net, the Deer Lodge, the Rock Store, probably every hot spot that most bikers go to in Southern California. I'm going to continue to do it until the wheels fall off, I guess. And you got to know when it's too much and when it's not enough. And I kind of found that balance one time. On any other bike, I just pull the throttle back and the wheel comes off the ground and I go for a mile or so and it's not a big deal. You really have to know what you're doing on the Harley in order to pull this wheelie and do what I do. I can now say that I am definitely an expert, but it's taken me at least up to 8 years to become an expert in what I do. It's important to have an audience because they give you that extra push, but sometimes that extra push is a little too much. People in general want to see fear. They want to push the envelope when they're not doing it. They want more, they want more. I mean, you want to touch danger yourself, but what the audience really looks for is you to push the envelope even further. But there's always somebody watching, and they always go, "What was that?" Did I seriously just see a Harley Davidson 21-inch tire right next to my head and my Ford F-150? Did that really just happen on the road right now? Nah, but it was. And most of the time, they will know me, and they will say, "That was Elvis, the Wheelie King." And that's really cool. I just love my bike. I love being on my bike. I love customizing my bike. When you see my motorcycle, you know that it's Elvis's bike. Everyone knows what my bike looks like. My bike is very unique, and it's my own character. It's just who I am. And of course, when people look and they see it, they know that there's going to be some kind of crazy wheelie show, and they all expect it, and I deliver. I'll get a Harley, American-made motorcycle, and I'll get the Sportster. And I'm not a big guy, so I didn't want some big, crazy keeping bike that's going to topple over on me and then squish me like a bug. So I got a Sporty. And I always saw like the old 70s movies with the Hells Angels and stuff, and how they used to customize their bikes, and I always said, like, what is that? What kind of bike is that? And everyone always said it was like a 75 Sportster. I always had a vision of taking a bike that has the new mechanics, the new engine, and all those things, you know, the blinkers and the whatever, and make it old school. The modification kind of came from my brain. I mean, I always wanted something that looked old school, but there was never, you know, someone that I could go to say, well, this is my vision and this is what I wanted. So it started off as a 1200 custom Sportster, but then it just manifested into this old school chopper thing. In my garage here, I made my fenders. This is fiberglass. Either you have a girl on you, on your back, or you want one to hold. So I got these shifter levers here that are in the shape of a lady, so I can always have something at my fingertips. One of the things I've always wanted was the seat from Easy Rider. So I went and I met this guy, Larry Hooper, up in Ojai, and he's an upholstery guy. And I told him, I said, I heard you're the guy that made the original seat for Easy Rider. And he's like, yeah. So I said, would you make me a seat for my bike?